Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be discussing the Galaxy S6. So the imminent release of the Galaxy S6 is right around the corner, and according to most people it will be announced on March the 1st at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. So in today's video I've decided to go over all the rumors, official data, as well as a few leaks of the phone and a few renders of the phone. And I've arranged this video in such a way that the first few tabs open right here are the ones that are officially from Samsung. The next few are rumors. The next few are rumors about performance, and lastly we have a few pictures and a few renders about the design of the Galaxy S6. So let's get started with the first tab we have open. This is the first teaser that Samsung have posted for the Galaxy S6, rightly titled the Next Galaxy Video. And according to the video, and according to the people who have already seen the video, including me, I think it teases the camera of the Galaxy S6. So as you can see, the video is you going through a big tunnel and finishing with the silhouette of the Galaxy S6 camera. So if you missed it, let me just rewind. There we go. Oh, sorry. Wait, there we go. I am hashtag the next Galaxy. So we can expect a camera module to be somewhat similar to what is pictured here. However, if we go on to our second tab, another teaser was posted by Samsung, all gearing up for this event, and this was about its sheer performance. So performance could refer to the fact that they are going to be using a different kind of processor this time around, which I will be getting to in a bit. However, performance could also mean a very fast UI. Also, I will be talking about that in a future tab up top. But this could also mean things like wireless charging or improvements in battery life. However, as teased or as rumored, it's going to have a 2600 mAh battery. And knowing Samsung, they are going to go with a 2K display. So I don't know how performance is going to make sense, but we'll find out March 1st anyway. Now the next tab talks about a 20 megapixel optical image stabilized camera, and this is the first time we also see the Galaxy S Edge introduced. Now we were talking about the rumor as we saw here, and I think this is fitting considering the fact that this shows how the camera is going to do well in low light conditions, and I think an optical image stabilized camera will also allow us to process better images. Not only that, this will also allow the Galaxy S6 to take raw pictures, which is good for photo enthusiasts. In my opinion, however, I just want a good camera. Next up, we see the rumored 2600 mAh battery. So now this is quite a small battery compared to what the HTC M9 will supposedly have, a 2840 mAh battery if I'm not correct. But I think with enhancements to performance and enhancements to UI, I think this battery will do the job if Samsung make a good job of it. As you can see in the render, you do see that there's a camera hump. I hope that is not true for the phone, because I don't like phones or tablets with camera humps. Personally, this is my personal opinion. However, we did see blueprints of the Galaxy S6 having a camera hump, so don't be surprised if you see a camera hump. Next up, we see the introduction of wireless charging. So this is another rumor that people suggest will be present on the Galaxy S6. In my opinion, I don't personally use wireless charging, but I think it'll be great for those who do, and it'll be great if this is compatible with all wireless chargers and not just a Samsung specified charger. Again, we also see this camera hump returning, and we see the introduction of the Galaxy S6 Edge, which is prevalent throughout these rumors as well. Now here is very big news for both of us. We see that there is a official Samsung Galaxy S6 page mistakenly published by Samsung. I don't really know, but here it is. And there's another page with a very similar model name of the Galaxy S6 again. So this could be the Galaxy S6's page, and this could be the Galaxy S6 Edge's face. Now be sure the Galaxy Edge will have two edges as opposed to one on the Galaxy Note Edge, as we've seen already. Now, speaking of TouchWiz enhancements, I think Samsung need to address this situation very quickly. I hope Samsung does not include bloatware in their UI, because this is the only reason why Samsung's UI is so sluggish. And I think the one thing Samsung need to do in order to compete with other UIs, especially stock Android, is the fact that they have to reduce the amount of bloatware, and they have to make everything optimized for the 64-bit UI, which will be done presumably through a 64-bit processor. Which brings me on to the new processor. Now, this is a very interesting piece of news. We have seen that Snapdragon processors and Snapdragon pieces of equipment for tech have given phones trouble. The LG G3 and the LG G2 Flex are examples of this. However, could this mean that Samsung are ditching this entirely in favor of their own home-produced Samsung memory? I don't really know, but I think with this, it'll give Samsung a great opportunity to optimize their software to make it perform to its fullest. Now, here are a few leaks of what the Galaxy S6 could produce in a Antutu benchmark. So as we see right here, it's got both versions of the Galaxy S6, and they have racked some amazing scores right here. So the specs are as usual: Android Lollipop Exynos 7420, ARM Mali T60, which could change as previously talked about, a 2K 5.1 inch display, a 5 megapixel plus a 20 megapixel camera, and 3 gigabytes of RAM. Nothing that we haven't discussed already. Another leaked benchmark, which is Geekbench, is of the Galaxy S6 Edges. And as you can see, it trumps every other phone that is already out right here with a whopping score of 5375. So Samsung are doing tremendously well. However, as we know with Samsung, we can't really trust them solely through benchmark scores. So we'll have to see how it performs in real life. Which brings me on to the design of the Galaxy S6. So there's been a lot of talk about how the Galaxy S6 is going to be a full metal body and is going to be designed from ground zero, as mentioned by a Samsung exec. So here we see a quick render of the Galaxy S6 and another one of the Galaxy S6. Now it does look refined with the metal edges and resembles the Galaxy Alpha in a way. However, I'm not really impressed by how the back looks, especially with the hump at the back. So I hope Samsung gets rid of that, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's move on to the next tab. We do see these are very early images of what the Galaxy S6 might have looked like. So I don't really know if Samsung will stick to the all aluminum metal design like the HTC One M8 or the M9 for that matter, but you never know, Samsung could throw in a surprise. Now, this is the biggest thing we've seen so far. Another mention is the fact that the camera hump returns once again, but the Galaxy S6 will just be under 7mm thin, which is amazing for a flagship phone and will make the Samsung device compete against phones like the iPhone 6, which is very thin. We also see the mention of IP67 certification, which makes people who use their phone outdoors often relax a bit, because it was rumored that this phone might not have IP67, but it will indeed. Now here we also see the introduction of a few cases for the Galaxy S6, but I'm not really sure if they're gonna look like that for sure. Alright, so let's move on to a few more mock-up renders. As we see on the sides, we do see different colored cases and different designs, but only time will tell whether these exist or not. However, this gives us a pretty accurate representation of what Samsung Galaxy S6 might look like, because this is a product made using the final dimensions and properties of the Galaxy S6. So finally, let's conclude by looking at a few more renders of the Galaxy S6. This is of course a fan-made mock-up of the Galaxy S6, and in my opinion looks way better than what the previous mock-ups looked. In a way, it resembles much to the Galaxy S2, which is going back around 4 years. However, that's not really a bad thing, considering the Galaxy S2 was so popular among everyone around. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little summary of what the Galaxy S6 will be like. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this new style of video. If you did, please be sure to give me a like rating and stay subscribed to see further videos such as this on my channel in the near future. Till then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.